What's up, YouTube? So far we saw how to deploy DMVPN Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3. What allows to have inter-site communication. One of the problems with this design is that right now we're able to have inter-site communication, but traffic is sent in clear text. If someone would be sniffing the traffic on the path, it would see the data. So in order to prevent that, we have to add encryption this communication. And right now we're going to see how to deploy DMVPN Phase 3. We're just going to use Phase 3 in the following examples or scenarios with encryption. And for this one, we're going to start with using IKEv1 and with pre-shared keys. Okay, so how does it work? Where do we start? So first, let's set can be keep IPsec. I use a lot of shortcuts, so even sometimes I forget the whole syntax. So first, let's start with creating what is considered to be the phase 1 negotiation of the tunnel, and we have to set some parameters, and they include what is the way to remember is like if you use haggle, and haggle just means that we need to use a hash, and this can be something like SHA-256, and A for authentication, and we'll use pre-share, G for group, and this can be 5 or any other group, and L, this is lifetime. We're just going to leave it, and actually it should be haggle, but just use default lifetime. And encryption, how do we want to encrypt this? And just use AS256 as well. I think it's like this, right? And then we crypto ISO key. Let's just say this is CCIE, and we can specify everyone public IP address and associate it with a specific key. But for this one, for this lab, I'm just going to use 000. This means just any IP address that has this shared key is going to be authenticated. Okay. And now let's start with the phase 2. And phase 2 is going to be, we have to configure the transform set, keep IPsec. Transform set, and I'll just name something else. And here we have to define, okay, also which encryption and hashing method we're going to use. I'll just use ESP-AS128 and ESP-SHA-HMAC. And the tunnel modes, just use transport mode. And then we have to specify which profile we're going to, that is going to be tied to that transform set. So crypto prof crypto IPsec profile, say CCIE, and I'll say you should be use transform set CCIE. And this profile is what we're going to tie with our tunnel. And I'm going to say tunnel protection IPsec profile and our profile name, and that's it. Okay. Again, so first the encryption and hashing parameters for phase 1, pre-shared key that we're going to use to authenticate the peers, and then phase 2 encryption and hashing parameters, and then we're going to tie that to a profile, and this profile is going to be tied to the tunnel interface. So now every router has to agree on these parameters. Let me see. Oh, there is a typo with crypto. IKEv1 port 10. Let me see. It's 256. Yeah. So I have to do this. Okay, now it's going to complain, and I have to do the same on every router. And I should see IKEv1 on, and same here. So IKEv1 is on, and this might complain a lot, so I'm just going to flap the tunnel and shut, and no shut, no shut, and no shut. So tunnel it's up. Let me see if I'm receiving registrations. I have dynamic. Let's make sure that my tunnel it's okay. It is okay. So OSPF. Okay, I already saw them. I already see them. Okay, it's coming up. And I look the show crypto. Let's show crypto session. I can see both tunnels are up, and OSPF JCC coming up. And this is with London. That's a London public IP address. And I can see more details about this. Let's show crypto set SA. Yeah. And I can see that packets that are being sent inside the tunnel are being encrypted and decrypted. And this is with London, and the other one, what is it? Yes, with the current peer 06, and this one is London. Yes, this one London is 06, and 10 it's Dublin. What is it? Yes, and in Dublin. And we can see that as long as the packets encryption decryption keeps increasing, we can see that it's okay. Otherwise we wouldn't see the session up. So that's it, how we can add or secure our tunnels using IKEv1. Okay, in the next video we're going to see how to use IKEv2. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.